A very good afternoon. You're watching News 9 with me, Akshita. Well, we have been bringing you all the updates with regards to the Bengaluru Bandh. And now, even as it's become 1 p.m., the protests have been generally peaceful. But 2 cases of stone pelting have been reported in Bengaluru. One is from Chandapura and the other is from Tannery Road. Reportedly, miscreants pelted stones on a BMTC bus in Chandapura. Currently, the bus has been stationed at the Hebbagodi police station. Meanwhile, near Tannery Road, the BMTC bus line from Yelahanka to Shivaji Nagar has been damaged by miscreants. My colleague Arun joins us over the phone lines with more details. Arun, any word on if the police have managed to clamp down on the miscreants?
Akshita, at this point of time, that is not really known, because what we know for sure is that these 2 buses were targeted by miscreants. Obviously, despite the call for a peaceful bandh, it does appear that there was some isolated instances of stone throwing, and these were the 2 incidences, one at Hebbagodi and one on Tannery Road. That perhaps explains the reason why the BMTC has taken a lot of precaution. It is in fact flying skeletal services, keeping a close eye on the number of commuters who are expected to use the bus service. That's the reason why you are seeing the entire fleet of BMTC buses not being augmented today. Even as Surface Transport Minister Ramalinga Reddy has said that the BMTC will review the situation, and if the need does arise and the demand for services increases as the day progresses, the number of buses will be introduced into the fleet so that the commuters are not inconvenienced. But clearly, in this these 2 particular cases, what we know is there's been no serious injuries, thankfully enough. The people did manage to disembark from the bus and they left for their respective destinations. But clearly, it has cast a pall of gloom on the protesters, because remember, the very reason why the government went ahead and allowed this kind of protest to take place was on the promise that this would be a peaceful one. So this is one incident which has marred the otherwise peaceful agitation which the city is witnessing, Akshita.
Right, Arun, thank you so much for joining us with all those details. But even as most of these protests have been peaceful, stray incidents of BMTC buses being targeted has definitely left the police an angry lot. They have gone ahead and seized the bus, but they haven't managed to find out exactly who was responsible. There is no word on whether bus services will be suspended post this, but as of now, buses continue to ply on the roads, and of course, 2 of the BMTC buses being targeted and stones were pelted, breaking the windows of this particular bus. Meanwhile, to take you through the protests once again, remember, we saw all these KRV activists groups almost mushrooming out in the city and gathering at Town Hall. From Town Hall, where a lot of concerned citizens also formed a human chain, these activists are now making their way to Freedom Park. Thousands of them, in fact, have gathered. We understand that nearly 2,000 or 3,000 of them are now walking up to Freedom Park, and post that, of course, post reaching Freedom Park, there will be yet another protest, and from there these activists may make their way to the Chief Minister's residence. That hasn't been confirmed, considering the police are trying to go ahead and put across a very, very strong message that something like that will be discouraged, that they will not be allowed to head to the Chief Minister's residence. But quite clearly, as expected, thousands of people from this particular area, from these organizations, about 68 organizations coming together and ruling the streets of Bengaluru. In fact, what we also notice is that traffic has been affected to a large extent because of these large-scale protests. Remember, in Town Hall, a lot of concerned citizens have come together to protest, but here these activists, the pro-Kannada organizations, have decided that they will stage a protest march. It started, of course, from different parts of the city. They gathered at Town Hall, and once their strength nearly doubled, they are now making their way to Freedom Park. And well, we are also going ahead and addressing a question to you today. Do you feel that a bond will provide a solution to the rape problem? And are you suffering because of today's bond? Did you have some sort of plans, some sort of meeting that has been cancelled due to the same? You can SMS us at 99809 45138. The numbers flashing on your screen. Do send in your message with your name, and we of course will flash it on our channel. And we can see that there seems to be some issue between Vatal Nagaraj and the DCP of Central Zone, Mr. Ravikante Gowda. Looks like there was some issue with regards to the protest that has led to an altercation between the two. My colleague Deepak joins us over the phone lines with the latest. Deepak, you are following this particular procession. There's no doubt that the Bandh has hit every single Bengalurian out there, but these protests seem to have inconvenienced a lot more people.
Yes, Akshita, there is a little bit of inconvenience here but the traffic, however, has stalled here completely because the number of activists have increased. We are right now the Maharashtra.
Well, we'll get back to Deepak there. It seems like there is quite a bit of chaos out there. Huge number of people as well making their way to Freedom Park. And besides, of course, those activists, a huge number of police officials also going ahead and making sure that they are a part of this procession, that they maintain a tight vigil on all that's taking place. Well, once again, my colleague Deepak joins us over the phone line. Deepak, you are taking us through the situation out there.
Right, Akshita, as I was saying, right now we are at the Maharani Circle now. The police have blocked all the routes which lead to Vidhan Sabha and Chalukya Circle. Right in front of me, there's a huge barricade which has been formed to make sure that they are guided towards Freedom Park. As of now, about a kilometer left to Freedom Park, but the activists are stopping at about 200-500 meters. They are staging demonstrations. But right now, things are getting a little tense because right in the middle of the protest, there are some activists who are demonstrating. The BSF personnel are right in the front of the march. Now, Vatal Nagaraj is somewhere in the middle. Right now where I stand as well, the number of activists have increased. The water cannon gun as well has reached it's right at the back end of this particular march, Akshita. So the roads which go towards Chalukya Circle completely blocked. There are no vehicles moving here at all. Vehicles coming in from here going towards Avenue Road. I can see a few buses which are flying, but they once again will be blocked in between because the march is heading this way. For now, the police are trying to make sure the activists move a little faster, but as I said, they are stopping in between. They are staging demonstrations. So this is seeing a lot of slow-moving traffic around these areas now. Vehicles coming from DC Road or Town Hall towards this area completely blocked. They are not able to move at all. They are being diverted through Kantirva and surrounding it. So for now, we are at the Maharani Circle, another kilometer to go to Freedom Park. The way the march is going, it should take about 15 minutes to half an hour. Earlier, the march was going a little faster, but now it's going a little more slow-paced, Akshita.
Right, Deepak, also, what are the numbers like? Are people actually dispersing or are more people joining in the protest?
Doesn't look like there are more people, Akshita, but the ones who started off from Town Hall, they are the ones who are right now a part of this. Even if people wanted to, it's very difficult for any more activists to join in, at least from the sides or from the front, because everything has been blocked. So any chances of more protesters joining has to be from the town hall end, but that again is difficult because there are police personnel right at the back end of this march as well. So they are guarding the back end and the front end of this march. There are BSF personnel stationed at the back and the front again. They're completely cordoned. They made sure that there is security surrounding these protesters. Now, as we talk, the march has again started. Right now, they had stopped for a demonstration right here at the Maharani Circle. Now, once again, they are moving. So another 15 minutes, Akshita, probably they should reach Freedom Park if they move at this steady pace. However, as I said, it's stalling at every junction. They are stopping. They are shouting slogans. As if you could hear me, if you could hear at the background, there are slogans even now being shouted. Now the police right now are guiding them towards the road which is a closer route to. We are right now near the Central Home Science College. That's the Central Institute of Home Science. That's exactly where the march has reached now. Taking a left towards here will be a shorter route towards the Freedom Park. That's where they will be heading now.
Right, Deepak, also, of course, you did a process of the traffic situation, also told us that there are quite a few number of people out there, but are the police managing to control that number? Because we are looking at quite a few of them raising slogans, all of them walking at a steady pace, some of them in their own vehicles.
The only thing is that they are making sure that the protesters move in a straight line. In one single road, they are not allowing any vehicles or the people to diverge. That's the reason why I said that the other roads, whenever they reach a junction where there are two roads, they're making sure that the protesters don't deviate. They do not take an alternative road, making it really hard. Because the longer the distance, police are finding it really difficult. And at every junction, when they know there's a big junction, when there's a lot of crowd, there is the water cannon. There is 2-3 vans of policemen stationed who are keeping a watch over what exactly is happening. So it's not just the policemen guarding the protest, the people marching, but there are also people stationed at the junction. There are at least 200 policemen stationed at every junction to make sure that there is no untoward incident. Now, once again, as we join, as I said, we are near the Home Science College. Now, once again, here there are a few more activists who are stationed. Now, they will be again joining the protest march. As I speak, about another 20 people are joining the march. So, yes, there are more people joining. The confusion here is because of the number of vehicles. There are a lot of protesters moving in bikes and cars as well. Now, the main van in which Vatal Nagaraj is moving, he's right in between the protest march, so he cannot move back or forward. So the main crowd, the people joining in or leaving this crowd are the ones in the bikes. They are the ones who are moving a little faster, so the police are finding it hard to control them in particular, Akshita.
Right, Deepak, thank you so much for joining us with all those details. In fact, it looks like the activists are now on their way to Freedom Park, could reach there within the next 15 to 20 minutes. Things very much under control, largely peaceful protests, albeit a few stray incidents where stone pelting was witnessed. But the police are maintaining a very, very tight vigil. They're not letting anything go out of hand. They're ensuring that all these activists behave, that they maintain a straight line, and we understand that they have also ensured that these activists are directed towards Freedom Park in a way, trying to ensure that they don't make their way to the Chief Minister's residence as earlier planned. Well, my colleague Harish now joins us over the phone lines with more details. Harish, you were earlier at Town Hall. We saw a lot of concerned citizens and Bengalurians coming together there. Have they also joined this particular procession to Freedom Park?
Well, they are marching towards the Freedom Park, but not exactly in the same group as